Hello my friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a almost full face of new makeup. We're gonna just put all of this on my face together. We're just gonna play with makeup today, have a good time. There has been, I feel like, a drought. This time of year is always kind of a drought in the makeup industry, world, whatever, but then there's these little stragglers of products that you're like, I really do want to try that from brands that you really like, and that's what's happened to me. But I did pick up the new Saie powder. I don't know why I had a hard time coming up with that word, but I do really like this brand, so I knew that I wanted to try it out. I've already done a review on this, but we're gonna also play with the new KVD Beauty Concealer, one of the new MoisureGlows by Makeup by Mario. These were selling out so much, and I was able to get my hands on one. The new Sweetest tea palette by Morphe, which Morphe can be hit or miss, but this color story just absolutely spoke to me, especially I feel like because of Valentine's. I don't know, there's something about it that just kind of drew me in and I wanted to try it out. And then I couldn't get my hands on the new Nars foundation, but I was able to get a deluxe size in a relatively close shade, but definitely not my exact match. We're gonna try it out though, because I'm super anxious to see if, or not anxious, but I'm super excited to see if the hype, what's the deal with this thing, because it's selling out like crazy, and this will last me actually quite some time. But anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Let's put all of this on my face. Let's have a good time and play with new makeup products. See how they work out. I just realized I did not do my brows before starting this. That's okay. I will do them when I do lashes and mascara and liner and all that stuff. So let's start off with the eyes so that we can test this palette out. Let's get that out of the way. Couple products that are not new to me, but you know, we'll be using is one of them is the Rare Beauty primer, which I think I will probably just go out on a limb and say this is my very favorite primer ever. Has been for a few weeks now. It's just, nothing comes close to it. It's amazing. It's the perfect creamy consistency. It covers everything it needs to on my eye, like veins and stuff like that. I feel like at this point I'm sounding like an infomercial. Just put me on QVC. But yeah, so this is just like, it's so easy to blend out. It holds my shadows throughout the day. Like, there's not been a primer like this, and I am here for it. Took me a long time to purchase it and make sure that, you know, I had to make sure that I really, really wanted it, just because I was like, I've tried one, I've tried them all. So there we go. All right. So random side note, my nails doesn't get cuter than this. These are those Dashing Diva nail, they're not stickers, but like the nail strips, you know, it makes it easy. These will last, I'm not even joking, couple weeks till I take them off, till I peel them off. Anyways, all right, what do we want to do today? I feel like I'm kind of drawn to these pukey green colors. They're actually like a brown. It's a tea color. But I feel like I do want to use, we're gonna go with that row. So let's go ahead and grab, I'm gonna go Temptin' Hue, this one right here. And okay, I was like, did I bring a mirror? All right, let's just go ahead and see how this works. Now, I have used this palette once, let's do this eye, once before for the pinky tones, couldn't wait, but it is the one and only time that I have used this palette, and I have not used any of these shades. I feel like you know, a lot of times with a first impression, you can kind of get an idea of how a palette's gonna work for you. And with this palette, I just kind of it was unknown. I was like, I feel like this is kind of one of their in-between palettes. Like, it's not their best, but it's not their worst. So anyways, at this point, you just buy a Morphe palette if you really like the color story. I mean, maybe some of y'all are truly diehards of the brand. I don't know. For me, it's like so hit or miss that I just, like, the color story really has to speak to me. This one's going on all right. No, like super earth-shattering, but I do like the shade. It's a very unusual shade, and it does remind me of a glass of like unsweetened tea, for example. I actually really like that shade quite a bit. That's kind of unique to my collection. All right, so let's keep it going. I'm gonna do something super simple today. I'm gonna go down to that next shade. I'm gonna keep it pretty predictable today. So just placing this down here, back here. Okay. Wow, that one's a lot more pigmented than I thought, considering the other one and then considering the other shades I had used the other day. Okay. So I know it has been a while since we've had like a chit chat, like how are you kind of thing. So how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope this year is off to an amazing start for you. I feel like I have been, I'm sorry, total side note. I like this shade a lot. This deepens it up exactly how I wanted, and it was minimal effort. I feel like the shades in here are going to be kind of some better than others, is what I'm finding. And this is one of those shades that is actually really easy, really good. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. My channel hasn't gotten the love that I wanted to give it, that I've been wanting to give it. I have not been as consistent. I'm going to go in with my Fenty Pro Filter Eye Primer. Work has been, I think I'm going to do like a get ready with me where we just kind of talk about it, because working full time, especially when you work, corporate America is very fast and exhausting. And there's times where almost on a daily, I'm so mentally exhausted that I don't have any more energy to give to put into like making a video. And so the year that the pandemic hit and everything, I was actually in a different role, and it was almost like it wasn't as mentally exhausting. So I had that energy. And so here lately, I'm finding that like my 3 videos a week is really slacking. I'm going to go in with the shade Chug Along. This one right here. So anyways, if you're curious, that's the deal. Ooh, it's like a copper shade. Doesn't look like that in the pan. It definitely is like a pinky copper shade. I was thinking it was going to be straight up bronze, but I find it's like maybe a hybrid of like a bronze copper kind of shade. It's pretty. Most of these shades are not like any kind of super metallic or anything like that. They are kind of like a metallic satin hybrid, where it's got some punch, but it's not like out of this world metallic. It's not going to be any kind of liquid metal on the eye. That's really pretty though. I'm happy. I'm liking the row that I'm using very, very much. I'm going to go in with a brush, and I'm just going to add some to the area that my finger couldn't reach. And then all I'm going to do is go back in with that blending brush, add just a little bit more product, and then just blend that together. I feel like I lost some of that first shade up here. I can't tell. No, it's still there. Okay. I think that is pretty much it. In a little bit, we'll add a little inner corner, but I'm going to keep it simple. Let me run off camera, do the other eye so I don't talk your ear off for like, 45 minutes. And then I'll be right back and we'll do the face. Okay, so the eyes are done. I like how they came out. I like the tones, especially of those mattes. They're different from what I have in my collection. Okay, let's put on not a new primer, but this is the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. Been using this lately just for my pore area, and I just like how it helps things go on a little bit smoother, just around this area here. So obviously nothing new here, but let's go ahead and try out this foundation that everyone's losing their mind over. So maybe it's wonderful. I don't know. Nars for me overall is hit or miss. Their eyeshadows, their complexion products. Sometimes I can't even find like a good shade match. Sometimes they run too yellow. The closest shade I could find in these deluxe ones is Light 5 Fiji. I forget what shade would truly have been a match for me. Okay, so, oh, it comes with like a little spatula thingy. That's kind of nice. All right, well, let's just go ahead and let's put this on. So I'm just gonna do what I would, oh, how funny. It legit looks like a spatula. Look, hold on. That is awesome. This may not be too bad of a match, actually. I think it's going to be slightly more yellow than I would like. But anyways, I am going to use a sponge. Given NARS complexion products and what I remember about them, I do want to use a sponge. I feel like it would look a little cakey. Now this is supposed to have like complexion type of benefits, like not complexion, sorry, skincare type benefits. Wow. Y'all, this is going on so much different than what I thought in my mind. I was just thinking of the, I forget what foundation it was. It was one of their most popular ones a few years ago. This is blowing my mind right now. Like, I would think because it's so different from what I expected, wow. It is definitely a little too yellow for me. Not outrageously though, like I thought it was going to be. Thought I was gonna have to lighten it up with some concealer and stuff, but it's not. Oh my word, you guys. Oh wow. I feel like maybe upon first impression, I'm seeing why the hype is so there. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Let's see how this builds up. Okay. This little spatula cracks me up. Okay, and I typically don't build my foundation. Usually what I go in with is what I maintain, you know, blend it out and just work with that. I don't typically add more layers, but for purposes of this video, just to see how this works, hold on. Because I feel like maybe I'm seeing my pores a little extra. Ooh, I am. Right here, I'm seeing my pores like be a little bit more front and center than usual. And y'all know no one's a fan of that. No one wants to see it. No one wants to have it on their face. Oh man. Okay, well look, it's very hydrating. For someone like me that loves a good hydrating foundation, that loves honestly a good glazed donut kind of look, this is right up my alley. It's not super, I like full cover. I like the idea of full coverage, but the fact of the matter is full coverage, I don't need absolute full coverage. You remember the old KVD, Kat Von D, the original foundation? Oof. That one for me was a little heavy, but I like the idea of full coverage. I like when I see it on others, I'm like, gosh, it looks so nice. Anyways, I like a good hydrating glazed donut kind of look, but the unfortunate thing about those types of finishes is that sometimes they really emphasize your pores, and that is what I'm seeing. Now on my nose, it looks nice. In fact, it looks a little shiny right there. But listen, all of this, which typically this down here is not emphasized. And I think you're gonna be able to see how emphasized that is. So I don't know. I think this is gonna take another try or two, but upon first impression, I love how it blends. I love how it looks. I love the finish, but that's gonna be, it's kind of a deal breaker for me. So I don't know, we'll see about that. Let's go into this concealer. I love this concealer, love. Capital L-O-V-E. Everything from this little applicator. This is the most wonderful applicator I've ever come across on anything, on a concealer, on a foundation, on anything ever. This is the best applicator. It's so soft. It's so poofy. It's just so smoothing. It feels good. And then the coverage on this is fantastic without being cakey, heavy, without making my under eyes look creepy. And I have found that I can go without setting that one and it looks just as good as if I would have set it. It doesn't settle into the fine lines. It doesn't get creasy. It doesn't, nothing like that. Now, I don't let this sit for too long. It's already a very not high impact, high coverage concealer. You know, typically I let it kind of set for a few seconds so that it can get, you know, it's a little bit more emollient. Gosh, why am I? It's early, y'all. I'm having trouble here. So anyways, but this, everything, the consistency, the coverage, this shade is a little too light. If you are my same skin tone, which is light, medium, neutral, then light to light, medium, neutral. Then light 109 may be a little light for you. I have reordered medium 126, which is light, medium, neutral, with pink tones. Well, anyways. So I'm also going to use the sponge. I do like applying or spreading this out, blending this out with a sponge rather than a brush, obviously because of the high coverage and stuff. And It does look good with a brush too. If you've watched my review, then you've already seen that. But I do just prefer overall, anytime I put concealer, I kind of do like to use a sponge. Now, you see how light that is on me? But obviously very, very brightening. And look how easy, for a high coverage concealer, for it to spread, I keep on saying spread, like I'm gonna put butter, like I'm spreading butter, but it blends like an absolute dream. Like for it to be that quick and easy with this high coverage, that's for me very, very unusual. I'm not used to that. Maybe that's just me and the concealers I've come across, I don't know, but yeah, I'm not used to that. And so it's every single time it wows me at how easy it is to just blend out, and it looks flawless. I'm just over the moon. Anyways, okay, but today we are going to use powder because I need to try this Saie powder. Now, I feel like it's a little, I'm going to have to grab a brush. I feel like it's a little small. I'm going to also grab my other setting powders. So here's what this looks like. I picked up the shade Light. I love this brand. It's called the Airset Radiant Loose Setting Powder. It says, set, smooth, and diffuse with our unbelievably weightless and radiant loose powder. Patented aerated cream technology delivers a translucent sheen and provides a natural velvety finish to skin. So it's talc free. So there's that, in case, I know some people are allergic to that. Here's the thing. It looks very, very small. It was $30. So anyways, again, I picked up the shade Light. Here is what it looks like. I know this will likely be a match for me. Let me grab a brush. I also want to grab another powder to see what the typical size is. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so I just grabbed a couple of my existing powders. I grabbed Rare Beauty, which obviously a lot more cost effective, not so much with Dior, but both of these are 10 grams or 0.35 ounces. And this one by Saie is 4 grams and 4 grams, 0.14 ounces. What? Now, honestly, it will take me a while to go through this. I'm not saying that it's, you know, I mean, but wow, for the price point, and you get a lot less than you do in your standard powder. Look at this. Wow. Okay. Nonetheless, we're going to try it out. Maybe it's just one of those things that is absolutely over the moon, the best thing ever. So it's got that sifter right here that you can kind of close. So I'm going to kind of shake some product up in there, and we're going to put this on our under eyes, see how this works. I'm going to use a Sephora. This is like a contour brush. I like it for under my eyes. So let's grab a little bit here and then just kind of smush it in using the cap is what I do. Let me grab my mirror. It's kind of hard to, whoop, I put too much. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully the light isn't too light. I know the medium would be too deep. So this is like, there's no other option for me. Okay. So this is under eye. And I feel like, at least for them, so I'm already seeing like, I know this looks weird. It's like caking up in my little wrinkles. I'm not a fan of that. This may not be an under eye powder, which is fine. Most of my powders are not. The Huda Easy Bake is pretty much, and then the Pat McGrath brightening under eye. Those two are pretty much my onlys for under the eyes. It's hard to find a good under eye powder. It really, really is. And I don't know that this is going to be it. Look, even like when I squint, you see like it looks, all those little wrinkles start to look a little crepey. So, but let's see how this goes for the rest of the face. So now we've kind of narrowed down that for me, and, you know, we're also different that, you know, for you, it might be fine under the eyes. I don't know. But you know what? For me, I don't think it's going to be an under the eye powder. No big deal. But let's see how it works for the rest of the face. That is the question. It does, when I pour it out here into the little cap, I feel like looks a little powdery. That's such a, I mean, it's powder, right? So, but, I don't know. It's like when something looks powdery, you don't want it to, like, it's almost like chalky comes to my mind. So obviously it's lightening up my face, but that is also not surprising because all of my other light powders do that. So, I'm not mad about it. It's almost kind of evened everything out really nicely. I feel like it sort of helped this pore situation. It definitely helped diffuse that. So now all I have is what I typically have right here. So kind of front and center, all of that. This has kind of gone away. So it kind of helped either fill or airbrush or whatever. I'm not mad about this powder in the least. I don't know that it's the most earth-shattering powder that I've come across. I think it's nice. It's expensive. You don't get as much. I mean, you just have to really weigh out. With so many powders out on the market now, like, you really can find what's tailored best for your skin type. And so this may just be something you have to test out. Saie is a very clean brand, which I know a lot of people appreciate. So there is that. You may just be a fan of the brand. I love, like, capital Love, their cream bronzer. That for me is one of the best I've come across. This product, I don't know that it's the, you know, it's not anything like out of this world that I can't live without. So, and again, keeping in mind that it is expensive for what you get. So let's finish out the face real quick. Let's see. I'm just going to add a little bit of bronzer using my Hourglass holiday palette. Did I bring a bronzer brush? Yes, I did. So I'm just going to add a little bit just so that we can complete out the look and then get on to the lippy. I feel like last year was the year of the bronzers or the cream bronzers. Do y'all remember that? And this year, it's like we're back to concealers because KVD just released that Good Apple concealer. LYS just released their concealer, which I have placed my order for that because I am super fan of the brand. Most everything I try, I really like. So I feel like this side, whenever I do bronzer on this side, it always ends up looking a little weird. It looks like amateur hour on this side of my face every single time. Okay, I feel like that's good enough. Let's add just a tidge more. Make sure it's blended up here. In my last video for Valentine's Day, this side was doing something super crazy. And I was like, wow, like, I need to get it together badly. I think, what do I have for blush? I was going to use the Natasha Denona Love Glow, but this eye look, oh, you know what? Yeah, I think it would work. I don't know. We're going to do it anyways. I'm going to use the, oh, I was going to use the Glow Cream Base. Can that, like, function as a blush? I don't remember. Yeah, it can. That'll work. It's a little bit more pink than what I would have wanted, but it's all right. It'll do. And then I'm just going to use the glow that's out of this same palette. This brush, I love this brush so much. It is the Instapop Cheek Brush by Real Techniques, and it is the best cream blush out there. Cream brush, yeah, okay. I'm going to use the same highlighter that's in this Love Glow palette, and then my Anastasia A23, just to add a little bit of highlight. I obviously don't have anything new for the time being as far as the blush and highlight, so this is what we'll do. Okay, I think for the most part that'll work. Okay, so let's move into the Makeup by Mario MoisureGlow Plumping Lip Serum. So these sold out, I mean, very quickly. They were in stock for a couple days, then one sold out, then two. And you know how that goes. Once people see that stuff starts selling out, me included, then it's like, I have to get one. And lately, Sephora has been taking a long time and restocking. I think it's outside their control. But I was like, I kind of want to get on this bandwagon before I can't get one for a really long time. I picked up my shade in Rose Glow, which is the one I wanted. And then the thing about this, it comes in it's a plastic tube. These are kind of pricey. I want to say it was $22. It's the price of a lipstick. And in essence, it's a very glossy lip balm. But the gloss, I have used this twice. The gloss aspect is so juicy that, you're like, wow, okay. So it's plastic, just, you know, and the color of the component, of course, matches what your shade is. It twists up and it goes click, click, click. You know how that goes, like that. It's one of those products that you can twist up, you cannot twist down. You want to just be sure that you're twisting up only enough because you won't be able to bring it back down. And it is very, very glossy and juicy. It kind of melts out the sides as you're putting it on. So again, just be mindful of that. I don't twist mine up a lot at all, just because of that reason. I'm not even going to put on any lip liner or anything like that. We're going to go straight into this so that you can see how glossy this is. Look, it looks like I have like water on my lips, and it has the just prettiest tint. This is like perfect if you want a super minimal makeup look and you want that juicy lip. Obviously, it's not going to last for hours and hours like a normal lipstick. But for me, I think it lasts enough. And I mean, you just reapply. So that's just, you know, the nature of the game with these kind of products. You just go in knowing you'll have to reapply multiple times throughout the day. And it is super cooling. Like my lips feel not tingly, refreshed, like very minty. It's like I rubbed minty gum all over my lips. Now I'm looking at the lips and I'm kind of in the eyes and I'm looking like I wish I would have done a different eye look. I completely forgot. But that is what that looks like. And these are stunning, honestly. I mean, was there any doubt that he was going to get those wrong? So beautiful. I mean, juicy. Okay, my friends, well, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed this trying new makeup with me. Definitely some products I was super intrigued to try, very excited to try, and I think overall it was pretty successful. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have your eyes on any of these products? Will you be picking any of them up? I'm just super curious. I feel like it's kind of a drought season for makeup right now, so it was kind of exciting to have one or two things to really look forward to that were coming out, just because I tend to lose interest when there's not a lot coming out. Like my excitement level is like, Anyways, so that being said, let me know in the comment section below what you'll be picking up from this little selection of products. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. It's a quick little click and it helps my channel out so much. Honestly, more than I can tell you. So it is so appreciated. If you are new, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I'd love to see you again here on this channel, to be able to spend time with you and chat makeup with you. Before I let you go, just want to give you a very quick verse of the day to motivate you, encourage you, and to tell you that Jesus loves you. Today's comes from Psalm 31:24, and it says, "Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord." All right, my friends, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.